Evening all, welcome to Kicking Dust. So, right, today we have basically a domination and we're running with the boys. Basically this was a new map. This is the research lab, although a weird strip of it. But basically I'm loving these maps. I think this is something I'm really overjoyed to see because I think certainly the maps and the environments and everything about them have just come on in leaps and bounds. I know we had to wait some time for them, but was it worth the wait? Definitely. They're absolutely brilliant. Okay, so basically today we're going to cover a few things. First off, I'd like to share some comments with you that have come from, let's say, the gaming industry. I'm just going to leave it at that. Basically, let me tell you the story. I get a lot of people who email, which is fantastic. And very fortunately, I've been offered quite a few partnerships, and I've actually rejected them all so far. Oh, God, what a twat, I know. But it's for many reasons, because I don't really do this for, any other reason. I do it because I enjoy it, and the mere fact that somebody actually would want to watch a single video of mine is an honor to me. So I don't really go into that. But I had a particular gaming partnership site, a pretty big one actually, contact me to offer a partnership thing, and they basically start, and again just astonishes me how stupid some people are, because and by the way, I'm not taking it because I'm going to call this guy a complete dick. He basically said, oh yeah, I saw you playing Dust. Yeah, okay, I took a look at some of your videos, and quote, I had no idea that this kind of chewing gum shooter actually had tactics in it. And he says, I was quite impressed that, you'd actually sort of seen the tactics, da-da-da-da-da. And basically just went on to insult Dust. No, you don't do that. Dust, it's like a kind of beaten wife. Dust is mine. Only I can insult Dust. You don't insult Dust to me. And basically I was really offended at this guy's kind of flippant offhand thing, kind of cheapening this game, because while I have my kind of frustrations with it, I still think this is one of the better shooters out there. Now, I know a lot of people kind of disagree with me massively on that. And yeah, I'm probably slightly biased because I've played E for so long, but I just feel that it's not necessarily anything to do with, say, the graphics or the play or the mechanics or whatever. It's to do with the spirit of this game. Let me explain. That's not some hippie, trippy shit I'm talking about. I actually do think that this game has potential beyond anything else out there because of the development behind it. And again, yes, they have their issues, but I think the simple fact is the community have such a big kind of role to play in the development of this game. And I think that is fucking unique. I do believe that. I think, a lot of the time, I think people they maybe forget how much CCP do listen to their people. And yeah, even when people are effing and blinding and whining at them, even me included, they do take it on board. And I think, that is probably an attribute that I don't think many companies have. And it's an attribute of humility. So, props to CCP for that. I think it's an absolute, I still think this is one of the better games out there, and I still think it's only going to get better. And I wasn't paid to say that. No monies are transferred. Basically, it is my humble opinion as a simple player of this game. What completely blew me away by these comments was the fact that this kind of, somebody who probably should know better than to kind of, shit talk a game, was shit talking a game. And it was, again, sort of disappointing to think that there is maybe that misconception out there about this game, because I think because it's free, and I think because it's on the PS3 does not cheapen it in any way. Surely that is just the new business model that most games are going, is that you don't buy them. Battlefield 4 I think could well be maybe the last Battlefield game where you actually have to pay for it. I know, crazy to think that, but I just think that most of the time now you're better off providing a free game, and then you'll get more people playing it. So it was a funny one. To me, I was, surprised actually that somebody who was, supposedly a recruiter of, quite a, prestigious partnership organization would just turn to me, firstly, and kind of ridicule the game. I mean, to me, somebody, who is obviously a fan of the game, and then offer partnership a minute later is like, seriously, fuck you, dude. So if you're watching this video and you know who you are, you can go suck a dick, because seriously, you're a cock. And that's probably paid, absolute dividends for me never to get a partnership. But there we go. As the thing goes, I think the last night we played 5 rounds, I think it was, and it was a joy. Matchmaking is most certainly fixed. One thing that probably isn't is the fact that still a few people are not, the full squad isn't getting into the game. Which is slightly annoying. So, but again, I'm sure they know about it and I'm sure they're fixing it. It's just one of these things that I think you just have to kind of, grin and bear. In terms of matchmaking and the speed to get into the round, though, it's perfect. It's like 2 or 3 seconds, then you're straight in. So I was deeply impressed. In terms of the maps, loving the maps. Obviously, I think the weaponry has really come on leaps and bounds as well. Now, because hit detection and aim assist and all these things are kind of enhanced stroke fixed, I think there is something quite there's a learning process going on again across all of the players, because we came across a couple of gangs last night that just steamrolled us, and it was probably because they had figured out some really good fits and they were really quite strong players. And I think certain other weapons that we were maybe never using before, and I'm going to cite the Flaylock here, and I know I shouldn't, but hey, the Flaylock I was getting a lot of kills with last night, and this could just be because maybe the hit detection's slightly better, or it could just be that I was very lucky, but to me it felt pretty good. The Breach Scrambler pistol I'm a particular fan of. I'm getting quite a lot of kills with this thing. As long as you can get that hit connecting, it's going to do a huge amount of damage. And I think it's something that I really do feel, now that I've kind of got over the fact that aim assist is in, it doesn't feel too strong, I must admit. I don't know if they've tweaked it, but it certainly felt yesterday as if it wasn't too bad. I think compounded with this issue is the fact that the scout suit is very hittable now. So I think I died, maybe 20 times. Well, probably a bit less, but I died a lot yesterday. And I think the majority of the suits I lost were of the scout suit. In fact, I think I only lost one assault suit that you're seeing here because, this is just a brick tanked thing. And I think just the different gameplay of the laser means you keep away. You basically are not rushing in. So while that's kind of sad, I think it's actually good in a way that it forces a new role for the scout suit, which is a kind of sneaky, covert, scanning, sneaking kind of suit. So I think that's probably what you should be using it for now. And I think eventually, it'll probably come back to where it's a bit more able to evade. But is it a problem? Well, yeah, not really, I guess. It's just part of the game. You have to adapt and survive. I think in terms of all the areas that are in the game that I'm really liking, the corporation tax is a nice feature. It's going to definitely force us more into things like PC battles. I think it's also going to mean that we can kind of help players out as well. Now, don't send me an email asking for money because I would just ridicule you and probably kick you. But basically, we're just going to help out dudes that we know are solid players, committed to the corp, and if you need sort of tank funds, we can maybe sort you out there. But again, don't ask yet. We need to actually get some money in. I think the corporation tax is about right at 5%. That's what we've decided on in the end. If you're in a corporation with anything above 10, they are fleecing you. They are literally bending you over the desk and taking you from behind. Leave that corporation now, I command you, because they're just terrible, literally. You don't want to be in any corp where they're over 10%, because that is just taking the piss. If you're in one of these corporations that claims to be a kind of, elite PvP group, so therefore you have to pay 50% tax or even more, then literally they are Hitler, and you need to get away from those wife-beating bastards right now, because that is a terrible amount of corporation tax to pay. So, I think in terms of 1.4, the original deployment caused a bit of drama, and obviously you've hopefully seen my video around that. I think all of the issues that it caused have either been resolved or the players have moved on. I think the simple fact is that I can't play the style that I used to play, but what I would say is it's made me try something different, and that actually I'm really quite grateful for, because it is actually quite fun to try a different suit, different gun, different combination, and also a different tactic, and I would say that has been the joy that 1.4 has probably brought me. So I think after all said and done, the dust has settled. Get it? Dust. I think generally it's not too bad. I think it's worked out quite well that in essence you've got a better gaming experience after you can just adapt to it. If you're a tanker, if you're a dropshipper, then yeah, you're still being screwed by forge guns. I will do something on this because forge guns do seem pretty potent, but that's probably a subject for another video. So there we go, 9 and 2, not too bad, but I think it was just good fun running with the gang, running with the Corp, and just really getting some kills in, to be honest. So there we go, hope you enjoyed that. We'll certainly keep bringing you these daily dusts. If you're enjoying them, please say so in the comments and we will do something. If you have a particular topic that you would like me to cover, also drop me a comment in the video. Just a quick shout out, squadb.com is still live. I know I keep blapping on about it, but go and check it out. And Twitter and Facebook are also there if you're interested. Hope you enjoyed that. See you next time.